Aloha all! Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. I'm Paper Mario Guy, and in this episode we are going to start on the Buu Saga / World Tournament Saga / Fusion Saga, whatever you want to call them. I know there's a bunch of different names. Anywho, we are going to start off by configuring our custom tray of capsules of what we want. I'm going to put on Super Saiyan, and actually, no, I'm going to put on Gallic Gun, as well as, where is it? My vaccine / whatever combination, viral heart disease combination. Because we always want Gallic Gun, but we don't necessarily need anything else, considering I forgot that with Babidi's mind control, we're automatically Super Saiyan. So, putting Super Saiyan on is kind of redundant. So, if you're playing the Buu Saga as Vegeta, and you're looking for a good combination, and you're having problems, and you're playing on Z3, I'm not necessarily having too many problems, because I haven't really practiced this on Z3, but I'm saying, if you're playing on Z3 and everything, I'd say use the viral heart disease trick, along with Babidi's mind disease, and with Gallic Gun, and you'll be pretty much set. So, keep that in mind. Anyway, advancing the plot, I know we talked about this back in Goku's story, but considering Goku's story, this takes place in like episode 8 or 9, maybe a little bit later than that, and we're now almost 40 or 50 parts ahead of that. Just to go over a few things, here's where you first unlock Super Saiyan 2 for Vegeta, and Vegeta has let himself be taken over by Babidi's mind. Babidi is this evil wizard magician dude. So if you have never heard of this before, his father Bibidi was the person who created Buu and all this jazz. There's so much to talk about. There's so much story that I can talk about. But pretty much you should just know that Vegeta is temporarily evil. So he's going to be fighting Goku. Now, a lot of people I know consider this to be one of the best things in the entire game, but it's all up to whatever you... Anyway, what I wanted to show is, even though you don't have Big Bang Attack on, you automatically get Final Explosion, and you get Atomic Blast. And I said that Atomic Blast early on was probably one of the most overpowered. Oh, I missed, so I didn't get to show it off. Oh my god, come on, stop missing. Anyway, there's Vaccine. Wait until this hits. I don't know why I'm having such a difficulty hitting it. Boom, right there, oh my god, it does a lot of damage. And, if you spam it, you can be finished with this so quickly, you have no idea. I'm gonna try not to spam, well, I am kind of spamming it now. Boom. I'm just gonna end it. See how fast that was? That was quick. That was really quick. But, yeah. There's not too much more to talk about, about Goku. He fights Goku and everything. I think this is cool because he still remains, Super Saiyan and everything, and I don't know why. That just, always, I know. I thought that was awesome. Although, if you look closely, you can't really see the M too well. I mean, I guess you can kind of make it out, but, it's not that visible. So Goku kind of keeps a calm mind and tells Vegeta to slow down, and he knocks him out and everything. All that jazz happens. But considering I've gone over this in the past, I'm only going to briefly mention a few things that happen. And I kind of want to talk about some of the projects, not that I'm doing, but that other people are doing, because I know that, I mean, I talk sometimes about the people that I like, but not necessarily the projects that they're doing, and just some of the things that are really good and that I personally find to be pretty fantastic. But first, I just want to go over, you fight Buu and everything, there's really nothing to it. In the story, he uses that move that I'll show right here, Final Explosion, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to display that here, but if I can't, then sorry. But it's just it's kind of like all the other, final moves. but here's vaccine so we don't like run out. I might try to use it, but there really isn't much story. But Vegeta just wants to try to take on Boo by himself. I don't know if it's for a pride reason or if he thinks that he's better than Kakarot or Goku, whatever you want to call him. So I don't really know exactly the story behind it. But anyway, like I was saying, I want to kind of talk about some of the projects that I've been watching lately. Now, obviously, I've talked about Nintendo Capri Sun a lot, so if you know anything about him, he's been doing the Mega Man X games as well as Twilight Princess. Now, I've stated in the past, or at least I think, that I am not the biggest fan of Twilight Princess, and I really need to stop bashing it so much, because I really should play it again and give it another chance before I continue to, like, make these not assumptions, but just, like, continue to talk the way I do about it. I just need to give it one more good go. Anyway, that's a project that's going on. I'm a personal fan of the first 3 Mega Man X games, so those were really like good projects for me to watch. And Twilight Princess, I've enjoyed pretty much. I've been kind of satisfied with it. So that's Nintendo Capri Sun. Most of you know him already, so I don't want to talk too much about him. Another person that I talk about a lot is Clement J642. And he is who I would say probably my second favorite LPer, maybe third. And he's doing, oh my god, I'm close to death? Are you kidding me? No, you're not. No. Alright, save my tail there. I didn't know I was so close to death. Jesus. Anyway. But Clement is doing, right now, Donkey Kong Country 2, a co-op with his buddy in real life, as well as Mega Man X7. And the reason I kind of want to talk about that is because I realized lately that even though I like certain people a lot more than maybe, say, other people, if I don't really like the game that much, I kind of don't want to watch. Like, not to say that I won't, because, like I said, I don't really mind. I don't really like Twilight Princess all that much, but I'm still watching it from Nintendo Capri Sun and Josh Jepson, who's also doing it. But, like, I don't know, like, X7, like, I like Mega Man X1 through, 3, like, a lot, and then I like X4 and X5, those are both pretty good games, and X6 is awful, but I can still watch it. But X7 is just, like, different, and I don't like it, and I personally think that X7 is probably, like, the worst in the series. So, I don't know, just watching that, like, I watched the first episode, but it's just it's like, I don't want to, and I shouldn't be forced to, just because he's my favorite, like, one of my favorite LPers, but I mean, I don't know, there's just something about it that I don't really like. Here's where you get Kid Trunks, by the way, so that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I mentioned the other day I shouted out Cuckoo on Fire. He's doing Earthbound and ActRaiser, so I talked about that in the other episode. So that's pretty cool. Slim Kirby is just finishing up Super Bomberman 2, and Advance Wars is pretty much over. And then Mario Party 6 starts, and then his other project starts, so I'm looking forward to both of those. So that should be interesting. Shadow Mario 41 is still doing Vector Man, which is an interesting game. But to be honest, I can kind of see why it failed, because while I watch it and I'm enjoying it, it's not necessarily the most amazing game I've ever seen, but I'm definitely not going to discredit it, because just throwing it aside without giving it a chance is not very open-minded, in my opinion. So we put on Super Saiyan 2, and this is what I'm going to roll with. But I will continue talking about some projects and stuff in the next video. Until then, I will talk to you all later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.